how do we do information literacy in a world of AI?
Hmm.
What use of AI is going to actually cultivate the sort of critical thinking and discernment skills that all of us are going to need to interact with any sort of information, right? How do we do that with AI? As opposed to just allowing AI to give us answers and then interacting with that small piece of content that it gives us. It seems to me that we never get away from the old school methods of going out and actually looking at different sources, vetting those sources, understanding the underlying data, all of those kind of things, unless we're just going to give that discernment away to AI. It's like, I think we're always going to be in the mix on this, and we're going to have to sort of vet the information the AI is giving us.
Right. Yeah, and if there's no center, if there's no line that stuff's being held to, it over time, people are just not, it's going to keep moving in whatever direction that's going. And then no one's going to have anything to come back to. And then I really worry about the younger generation that's just going to take whatever the current playing field is as normal. And then there's still people like you and I that remember what it was like to do a paper with Encyclopedia Britannica before the internet, like when we actually had to write papers. I'm kind of jealous at times, like of my kids or, this younger generation. Sometimes everything's at their fingertips and it's so much simpler. Uh, and I think there's also studies that have proven and shown like human interaction, relationships, the family unit have certainly changed since the internet has moved forward and social media and all those things. There's negative connotations to that I think we should look at because this could compound in a major way years from now with this if we don't get this right. So it is very concerning.
I think there's also something to be said about, you know, working through curiosity. So if we just think about what we had when we were Gen Xers, right? So we didn't have the internet, we had like yellow pages or rotary dial phones. There was no real way for us to get information other than Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah, or we had to print out like 4 papers of MapQuest to like go on a trip.
That's right. That's right. And so, we're having to do more work to figure some of this stuff out.
Yeah.
And yes, there was advertising and, that guides us in certain ways. So it's not like we were without these influences, but to a large extent, there was a way in which we could be more curious about the world or curious in different ways and actually explore a bit, right? Because we didn't have the answers at our fingertips.